Sammy Baugh, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the game between the Washington Redskins and the Las Vegas Raiders. And how much butt we kicked with our backup quarterback and makeshift line. This is much more live with Aaron and John. Yo, what's up, John?
Yo, what's up?
Excellent.
Welcome, everybody. Harry Hog Football, episode numero
600 and Marvin Mayhew.
Let me fix this real quick.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's 600 and Sean Taylor rookie.
Oh, yeah. Because
There.
do you know anyone else who's worn 36?
Daryl Pounds?
I have no idea. Dude, Pounds.
Who did wear 36? I don't know, dude. Anyway, welcome everybody after a victory against Las Vegas, which I was a little concerned about, as probably a lot of us were except for John,
Except for me?
debacle in Green Bay.
Dude, I knew we were going to cook some butt. I knew we were going to kick their butts. All of them. Everybody's.
Let's see who we got in the chat room. We got Johnny Cassidy in YouTube, it looks like, and in Discord we got
Even Jesus hates Dallas.
And I think Kenny Ken is in there. He's like, Kenny Ken's in there saying that you heard it here first, that Terry is going on the IR.
You might not be wrong.
I hope not, because I told Firefly today in the chat room that I was starting to get a little pissed off at Terry McLaurin, and he's like, "What? Because he's injured?" And I'm like, "Yep, because he's injured."
How many times have you had people for any team hold out during preseason, and then they come in late and they don't prep with the other people, and then they get into like the first or second game, and they get a little niggling injury, and then it gets worse and worse, and ends up being a crappy year for them.
It happens a lot. You know why? Because they're not in football shape.
They're not in football shape. You are right.
So, you know what? You know who I'm also getting mad at? There's a few people, but I don't want to harp on the negatives.
Well, I'm going to go with the positives. Marcus freaking Mariota. You, and so many people were worried about him, and I was just like, dude, what did he do last year? He just came in and he kicked butt.
No, I was not worried about him. I was worried about the offensive line. I was worried about missing John Bates. I was worried about our defense. I was not worried that much about Marcus Mariota because every time he's come in, well, since we've got Jaden Daniels, he's put up like 40 points.
Yeah.
What was NASCAR like? In this game, he was like, Mariota came in for a few snaps last year, and he did just fine. I'm like, a few snaps? He played like freaking 3.5 quarters in that Carolina game and put up like over 40. And then he came in this game and put up over 40, and he played, another game for a few snaps? I don't remember.
I believe it was the Dallas game.
Yeah, the Dallas game. He actually, didn't he come back, have us come back and win against Dallas when he came in?
Something like that. All I know is he has not been a problem since he's been in. The only problem he had in this game was running around with the football all hanging out of his hand, all like Yaki Sacks.
Yeah, what was
that?
Got
it tipped right out of his hand, like a rookie.
I know. If it wasn't for that dude, we might have been able to put up a 50 burger on these people.
Well, that and Mr. Gay.
Oh yeah. If it wasn't for Mr. Gay and that ball just hanging out and getting knocked around, we would have possibly put up a 50 burger on this.
We didn't even sign that dude from Atlanta that got cut or anybody else. Like, there's no kicker competition. There's no nothing.
Yeah, and CJack17 was saying that this dude that Atlanta signed to their practice squad, he's been saying that we should have brought him in for like the last few weeks. His name is something Sauls, and I was like, better call Sauls.
Better call him.
Better call him. So I don't know, but we need to do something about our kicker. Apparently, Dan Quinn said that he had confidence in Matt Gay, and I was like, I have confidence in him. Confidence that he sucks. We need someone else. He kicked a kickoff out of bounds and missed another field goal, dude.
He hasn't shown anything for anybody. I mean, this guy's going to cost us a game sooner or later.
He missed a 37-yarder. We got dudes in the league kicking like 60s.
Yeah. Yeah, that coup guy from the Falcons signed with I can't even remember. He signed with somebody else.
Oh, really? I just cut him in my fantasy team.
I
don't care. I'm undefeated in there thanks to X Factor 357's daughter drafting a team for me.
Helpful.
I know. I'm just gonna let her draft for me all the time. I mean, when's the last time I won the league? When I was like in my 30s, dude. That was a long time ago. I'm almost in my 50s now.
and I am 50, so
Old man John.
Old John.
Big old John. Let's see.
But I felt good after this game. Watching us just pretty much marching up and down and just score more than the other team, and we just kept on building the lead. If it wasn't for the kicker messing up again, it would have been better. If it wasn't for what we were talking about a little while ago, Marcus Mariota just like somersaulting with the ball or half somersaulting with the ball in his hand. Woo!
Other than that, hey, there's Kenny Ken. What's up, dude?
There he is.
Other than that, though, dude, we just our first drive, we just freaking ran the ball down their throats. And freaking Trent Scott basically came in to take the place of John Bates on these blocks.
Right. And Wiley came in. Scott, yeah, dude. I remember him last year because everyone should remember Trent Scott because he's the first touchdown for Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
Of all people, it's going to be Trent Scott.
Forever. They're forever linked.
But I remember when he started a game as someone on the offensive line, and he was not good last year at all.
He was good yesterday.
He was good or this week. Yeah, whatever, he was good.
Whatever it was.
He was playing there. Sinnott was in there. Sinnott was also in there doing his thing.
And Yankoff. There was some times where they had all three of those dudes lined up over on the left side, and we would just run through there, and they'd all pick up a block, except Yankoff. I saw him miss a couple and kind of pirouette around like a ballerina. The other two guys are pretty good.
Every time I think of Colson Yankoff, I think of that guy from Trading Places from the 1980s.
Eddie Murphy?
No, like the TV show. Maybe it was Trading Spaces. I don't know what it was, but it was like a white guy from New York and like his Eastern European like Russian cousin.
I never watched that, I gotta say. Should I watch it? Because I think I probably have a 24/7 channel that shows it. I'm just looking. Let me talk about some other standouts. Remember, this was like 3 days ago, but I did watch part of the game yesterday on my 24/7 NFL replay channel. But some standouts. Bobby Wagner, 2 sacks, bunch of tackles.
This is one of those games where Bill had a great game. Everybody on our team seemed to have a great game. One person on the Raiders, Trey Tucker, that number one. He was number one. He had 3 touchdowns against us. Everyone else just kind of sucked.
It's like Trey Turner was invisible to our team. Like they didn't see him because no one covered him. That dude, Trey Tucker, had, let's see, 8 catches for 145 yards and 3 touchdowns and 1 carry. Oh, only for 4 yards. But still, dude almost had 150 yards of offense himself, and Las Vegas's total offense was only 289. So he had over half of their entire offense. Was it because they were focusing on other dudes? So this dude was getting open?
I guess. I mean, they have Jacoby Myers as a receiver. They have Brock Bowers as a tight end, who you were worried about. He was going to run all over us. I remember that. And we did a good job of keeping him reined in.
4 for 38. Yeah, we did a great job on it. Both our offensive and defensive lines were kicking some behind.
Geno Smith got sacked 5 times.
2 by Bobby Wagner.
Other than throwing those 3 touchdowns to Trey Tucker.
Yeah, 5 sacks. Let's see. Bobby had 2. Dorrance had 1. Von Miller had the showing, remember? And then he had to go get oxygen after his one play. I was like, who is that?
I was like, dang, that is old man Miller right there. That is old.
Remember we were watching it, and I was like, man, I was like, Deron Payne really slimmed up. He's looking svelte. And you're like, that's not 94, like, dude. That's 24. And I was like, oh, I forgot he was on the team. I forgot he was on the team, and he's wearing like a cornerback's number, like Champ Bailey's down in there.
Yeah. I wonder if he picked that number for that kind of reason, because that's a weird number for a defensive end or a linebacker, whatever position he's playing. Edge. That's not a normal number for any of those guys.
Yeah, he got a sack and a quarterback hit. Here's the thing I don't know about a stats list, and maybe someone in the chat room knows. If you see on the stat sheet that someone has a sack and they also have a quarterback hit, are those 2 separate plays, or does the one play count for both stats? That's my question.
I think it's 2 separate plays.
That's what I thought.
I've always thought it was 2 separate plays.
That's what I thought, but I've never, in this entire list, if anyone has a sack, they also have a quarterback hit. So that's why I'm asking.
Interesting. What's up, dog?
What's up, dog?
What's up, dog? What's up, dog?
That's my dog. That's my dog.
You get to see my dog.
That's my dog.
But was he induced?
She was not induced. Well, I don't know. I have no idea.
I see what Kenny wants. I want to see what Kenny is jonesing for right now.
We are the Commanders.
Do it again.
We are the Commanders.
This is Kenny Can from Canada, and you're listening to Harry Hog Football.
I love that Canadian way that he says, Harry. Harry Hog. It's awesome. Anyway, all right, let's see. What else we want to talk about up on here? Tori Amos had another pretty good day. The backs in general had a good, like the secondary in general had a good day. I mean,
dude, the team in general had a good day. Except for dealing with Trey Tucker, the invisible Trey Tucker. This episode is going to be the invisible Trey Tucker.
The invisible Trey. Is that his name? Tucker?
Trey Tucker? I have to
Number
look
1?
him up again.
I think
Number 1.
I think it is Trey Tucker.
Number 1, Trey Tucker.
Yeah,
Number
Trey
1
Tucker.
hit.
Yeah, Trey Tucker.
Yeah, 94.1. Yeah, man. I mean, everyone was
Bill.
good.
Yeah, Bill. Oh my gosh, dude. He only had 8 for 26. It seems like he did so much better than that. I gotta say.
Don't forget we started with Chris Thompson Chris Thompson.
Chris Rodriguez. Dude,
Chris
how
Rodriguez,
can we forget?
Yeah.
You know who else had a huge day? Again?
His biggest
Debo.
run of the year. Oh, I thought you were talking about McNichol, who had his biggest run he's ever had in the NFL.
McNichol had a huge day.
Shedding blockers or tacklers left and right. Debo
on their kick return. And, dude, dare we forget, Jalen Lane, didn't he return one, the 195 yards?
195 yards on one return.
No, 90.
he's covering both fields.
95 yards.
I mean, Jeremy McNichol, I've never seen a run from that guy because he had people that were all over him, and they just melted off him like really quickly. And he almost had like a half step where he was like, "Oh crap!" and started running. You know, like it was almost like he thought he was getting tackled, and he was done. And he was like, "Oh, I'm still up. Let's go."
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was like I know you weren't worried, but I was a little bit worried, and it was kind of a sigh of relief to see them back to playing decent football. Now, because, the Giants game, they were kind of sloppy.
Yeah, first game.
Packers game, they got destroyed, but this game, they looked pretty sharp. Like, it's like they're almost ending preseason here, going into week 4.
We should be sharp against teams like the freaking Raiders.
You call them a piddly
We
little
should.
team.
I called them what?
You go, we should be beating these piddly little teams at home. That's what you said.
We should be beating these. We were what, 12-5 last year?
These piddly little teams.
Whatever we were, we should, as you know, especially old school fans like us, back in 1991, we just every week we're like, we should be beating all these guys 45-10. You know, going to the Super Bowl. We should be doing this except the hardest matches that we're going to have, and I'm sure we're going to have one or two that's going to come back to haunt us that we think will be easy, but we won't do well. But the Eagles, the Packers, I guess Kansas City.
Oh, we should beat
them. The Bills, right? We get the Bills, right?
I think so.
I think so. We'll play the Bills this year.
Dude, we should beat Kansas City.
Like the Raiders.
They're a piddly little team. I know.
Who's their quarterback? A Carr? One of the Carr brothers?
The eyeliner one? The one that wears the eyeliner?
He just retired, that poor guy.
He did? I thought his brother retired.
Oh, his brother retired a few years before that.
Oh, I think they're both retired then. I don't think there's a Carr left over there.
I think they're all out of the garage.
They're carless.
But like this weekend, we're playing Atlanta. We should beat Atlanta. We should beat Chicago. We should beat Dallas, Kansas City, Seattle, Detroit. Detroit's going to be an issue.
Atlanta took us to freaking overtime last year, don't forget. We had to beat them to make the playoffs.
Oh, that's true. For some reason, I was thinking last year, but it was the year before, I think, that Cordell Patterson had 3 touchdowns against us in that game.
No, I just remember we had to beat. I remember we were like in disbelief that we were going to actually pull it off, and then we went to overtime and actually pulled it off that we would secure a playoff spot, and then we just ran the freaking table until the Eagles beat us.
Man, and yeah. It is so nice to be back in the fold of people actually talking about us. By the way, I did see that on NFL.com, all 10 of their people. All 10 of them said the Falcons are going to win this weekend.
Are you serious?
All 10 of them said the Falcons are going to win this weekend.
That can't be right. Who do they have, Michael Penis Jr.?
I think so, yeah.
Let me see.
Oh, it could be Kirk Cousins.
I'm sure that Kenny Ken, if he's still in here, can easily tell us the line on that game. Falcons v. Redskins. Odds.
We should be beating teams like that. We should be beating the Giants all the time.
13 hours ago.
So this is a match that I expected us to win, and this is what we should be doing. We should be putting a lot of points on the board with all the people we have.
They have us as a negative as -1, so we're favored, right, by 1 point.
By like 1 or 2, yeah, because it's usually like 3 points to the home team. It's what I've always heard. I don't gamble myself.
Yeah, I guess maybe they're looking at the injury report with Terry McLaurin and Jaden Daniels and being like, I don't know about this.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people are on the injury report that came out today, and only 3 of them practiced. And one of them was Colson Yankoff. And one of them was Jaden Daniels.
But I saw Jaden Daniels, what's it called? Press conference?
Press conference?
And he's they're like asking him all these questions, and he just wants to be like, dudes, I'm fine. He's like, I'm fine. It's up to the doctors. I'm fine. And they're like, does this, whatever, does this injury affect your playing ability? He's like, it doesn't affect me. I'm fine. He just wants to play, and they're like,
he wants to play so bad. Yeah, no lie.
Wait, what is this?
Kirk Cousins on Sunday.
Even Jesus Hates Dallas is telling we could be playing Kirk Cousins. Is Michael Penis Jr. injured?
Or does he suck? Because I mean, they have a decent like wide receiver and tight end there. I don't know what's gone to that tight end, but he's just not as good as I thought he would be.
I don't see Michael Penix Jr. on the injury report. So why would we play Kirk Cousins? I thought Michael beat him out, or was it still a controversy because he's back from injury now?
So far he has gone 58 for 99, I guess, in 3 games, one touchdown to 2 interceptions.
Oh, they are right. Okay, here it is.
So
There's
it might
chatter.
be as his.
It said that he's planning on giving Michael Penix Jr. a long runway after he was benched. Oh, he was benched because they just got whooped by the Panthers 30-0. I forgot about that.
30-0. Yeah,
and they're picking them to beat us? I don't understand.
Yeah, what the heck? Like, all 12 of the people are picking them to beat us because I think they fired their offensive coordinator too. So they're thinking that it's going to be a jump back game for them.
That's just dumb. Did they put any money on it, or do they just pick it on live TV?
Exactly.
Because
they don't put any money. Well, maybe they put money on it, but, it's not for me to make a choice on that.
What does Kenny Ginn say? Who did he put money on? He's not saying. I think he's cleaning his house. Anyway,
it's got to be like a Disney musical number with all the kids around when he's cleaning the house, because all the kids got to be like, you could go sweep that thing, you can go polish that table, you could go wash those dishes.
Dude, if his kids actually do that, can I borrow them for like a couple of days? Kenny, bring your kids. We'll watch some football. And I'll give them a list of items to clean, and then that would be awesome.
It's like The Sound of Music.
Because at my house, dude, hey, Kay, you left this plate in there sitting on the couch again full of, like, food. No, I didn't. Amelia did. She's at college, Kay. You can't use that anymore. But did I mention that I'm undefeated in my fantasy league thanks to X Factor's daughter? I need to know her name. What's her name, X Factor? So that I can thank
X Factor's
her
daughter
on the podcast every time I get another victory. 3-0. 3-0, top of the table, and I think I'm in the gold division.
Well, let's look at the do we want to talk more about the game, or do we want to go into the injury report?
I do want to talk more about the game. Let me see. What else do I want to talk about? I don't know. It was great to see them bounce back. And basically, I think they held the other concern that I had going into this game was Max Crosby. And
yeah.
I think we held him to no sacks, didn't we? Oh yeah, he got one sack.
Yeah, but we put in Wiley and Chris Paul as new guards and took out the old ones, Allegretti and that Coleman guy.
Double A. Okay. Way to go, Double A.
Hey,
They used to call me Triple A. Remember Randy from your college?
I do remember Randy. What's up, Triple A?
What was his last name? He's cool. I worked with him, and you knew him from college, and I worked with him somewhere else. He would always come by and be like, "What's up, Triple A?" to me.
He was a good person because he didn't hang out with theater people all that much, so he was like a normal person, like looking at the real world instead of singing like "doe a deer, female deer" every day. He's trying to just like kind of be. I'm surprised we didn't see him in movies and stuff.
He's kind of trying to live his life. Well, anyway, like X Factor's daughter is Double A, so now I'm Triple A. She's Double A, and we're together. We're dominating the fantasy league.
Yeah.
She's the GM and I'm the coach. All right.
So this kind of goes into the injury report. I'm a little bit concerned about Terry McLaurin and his quad injury because we've already got Noah Brown, groin and knee injuries. 2 injuries. Noah Brown's made of glass, man.
Noah Brown can just get cut. I think what got him on the roster was the sheer fact that he happened to be the dude in the back of the end zone that caught that pass last year.
Yeah, really. Like I remember him because Green Bay, Tampa Bay, no, New England. New England cut him, and we signed him for after New England cut him after last year's preseason.
Dude, you know who's really surprised me receiver-wise the last 3 weeks?
Who?
Chris Moore, the dude that I called no hands in preseason.
You were all about you were just like, what? We didn't cut that dude?
Yeah, but he had like some clutch 4-yard catch on the sideline in week 1, remember? I don't remember what he did last week, but this week I remember a few catches. What did he do? I'm going to look on the stat sheet. He was there.
He was 2 for 25 along a 13. He was 2 for 2.
2 on 2 targets. That's not hands of stone.
That's right. That's right. So somebody knew. I mean, Aaron was probably. Man, I don't even know who some of the receivers are that we cut at this point.
Dude.
Which is kind of good, but man.
Dude,
excuse me.
Terry
but yeah,
McLaurin,
these guys.
we do need to talk about this.
Yeah, Terry McLaurin
was 3 of 74 yards and 0 touchdowns, where that stat line should read 3 for 75 yards and 1 touchdown, because dude's knee was not down. What were they looking at?
It's 2025. How can they miss that call?
Everyone
saw
that
it.
high off the ground, and he extended and it went back up. It didn't hit.
Everyone saw it. Unbelievable. So he should have had a touchdown.
And it was a great catch and a great dive from like the 4-yard line to get to the end zone. He totally got ripped. And I was like, oh, what? And I was like, they reviewed that and said he didn't make it in?
The fact they reviewed that and it still stayed the same. Even the announcers were just like, he was in. Yeah, totally cut.
The refs, come on, dude.
Kicking the balls to the officials.
Oh my gosh, he got ripped off a touchdown.
On a different note, speaking of that, baseball next year is partially implementing a robotic balls and strike call.
I saw that for like a review or something.
Yeah, for like a review. If someone's just like, if they call a strike and the guy's like, oh, it was a ball. I'm reviewing it.
How many times can they do that though?
Twice, I think is what I saw.
Okay, I could see it. Because that just the threat of that dude can literally change how on strike 3 every umpire stretches the strike zone on strike 3. I swear they do it. Because they're like, oh, you're not going to swing when it's close?
Unless you're a veteran. But my point of this is why can't we do something similar in football?
We do. We have 3 challenges.
Yeah, you get a third one if you get the first 2. But, I mean, everyone saw McLaurin score that touchdown. They reviewed it. They showed it like 5 times in a row. So everyone saw it. I believe they went to commercial and came back and said they weren't going to overturn it.
But they did review it, though. Supposedly, every scoring play is reviewed, and they called it a touchdown, didn't they? Or did they change it on the field and then never review it? That's the thing I don't understand.
It doesn't matter.
It was a touchdown.
It's a freaking touchdown, man. It was like Angel Hernandez was there calling it, like bent over being like, nope, he's not in for Terry McLaurin. Just like, you suck at baseball and football.
Yeah, that guy sucked.
Glad he retired. He was he was kind of like Dan Snyder, like telling people who's going to sue when they're bad mouthing him and everything. He just was just a piece of work. I hate people like that.
Yeah.
Hate.
Yeah.
So Terry McLaurin. We don't know what's going on with him. John Bates did not play. Oh, dude, we need music to go into the injury report.
What is it? Doug, what is it?
Oh, is this the music for the injury report? No, that's.
No, but quick.
I didn't fix the music.
Oh, man.
I don't think.
I could hear it, but it sounds like it's way, way
And now
far
the injury
away.
report. Oh, is it messed up? Okay.
I could hear it. It sounds like it.
Here, I can try to fix it. Talk about something else, and I'll try to fix it real quick. I got to go in this other app to do it, though.
I'll talk about the injury report. So,
And then I'll get the music for the injury report. Okay.
so Jay Daniels, limited today. Knee. Colson Yankoff, ankle, full. Excuse me. Tori Amos, calf, limited. Everybody else, Von Miller, Deron Payne, Laramie, Tunsil, all have rest.
Yeah.
Zach Ertz also had rest. So Terry McLaurin did not practice. Bill did not practice. Percy did not practice. Noah Brown did not practice. Made of glass. John Bates did not practice for calf and groin. That Green Bay game really, really hurt our team. It really did in so many ways. So many people got injuries that are probably going to linger through the rest of the season. We lost 2 people completely.
It was almost like the body bag game from the 80s or 90s.
I was comparing it to that. I think it was like 90 or something like that. I remember that game. I remember Brian Mitchell had to come in and play quarterback. Man,
I forgot about that.
I always remember that one. I was like, dang, we were in trouble. And Brian Mitchell's a good quarterback for what he is, you know?
Yeah.
What?
Is that everyone on the injury report? Because I can see if I fix the music now.
Yeah. Yep.
And that has been the injury report. That used to be the Dockery report. Oh, we're doing a new report, the Tunsil report. And now, the Tunsil Tunsil report.
That's what the Tunsil report should be.
There were 2 times, that both Laramie Tunsil and Connor Lee Jr. got a holding penalty on the same play, and it was a run.
Twice that happened. I can never. That's got to be.
And I think both times
beforehand.
They accepted the one on Connerly. Like, we're not going to give it to the veteran. So it's not even going to show up. If I go to the penalties.com, it's not going to show up because it got declined for him. And they took Connerly's.
I told you the referees, you know, they're going to give the veterans a little bit more of a wide berth, just like in baseball.
But Wiley started instead of Coleman, who was a coach's decision.
That was interesting. Yeah. I wonder if he was
play horrible because I don't remember him getting boat raced.
No, and it looked a lot better. With those guys in there as guard. The biggest thing,
Trent Scott.
No, Coleman. I almost wonder if they got to a point in the last week where they're just like, all right, we just have to stop with him because he is so overwhelmed with everything we're trying to teach him. We just have to be like, all right, you're just going to sit this weekend. You're not going to play. You're going to observe the game on the sidelines, and we'll see how you do next week.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's kind of what I figure for him because, I mean, this guy.
He was pretty good as a tackle last year.
He was pretty good.
He was splitting time with Big Luke, right?
As opposed to Small Luke, who did get a catch in this game.
Small Luke got a touchdown, didn't he? Or a 2-point. What did he get?
2-point conversion.
I thought he got a touchdown. Yeah, he did at the very end. He sealed the game.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was like, get the ball for him because he's been here a year and a quarter. And he finally got that touchdown. He kept getting tackled at like the 1 or something. Yeah.
I still wonder if his career will last longer than his brother's.
Probably because his brother just gets freaking destroyed on every play. He's like,
oh, man.
Running backs just don't
running
last
back.
as long as receivers, dude, for the most part.
Like Frank Gore's in the Hall of Fame because he was a running back for so long. It was so consistent with what he did. And that's so rare with running backs. So rare.
They get the crap beat out of them.
Yeah, all the time. It's pretty amazing. I mean, there were piles in this last game where I'm like, that's 1,200 pounds on top of one of our running backs.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder if you looked at like the average combined salary over NFL careers, where the running back position would fare, even compared to something like a punter. Like Tressway could play for like freaking 17 years and never get hit but twice. And he's only getting like $1 to $3 billion a year. But these running backs, like, they're rookies. You know what I mean? Their rookie contract's not that much for the first 4 or 5 years. And then they've probably only averaged like 6 years or so in the league because they freaking get the crap beat out of them.
Yeah. I think the average is like 3.5 years. I think 3 years is. I think you have to be in for 3 years total to be vested in the company, NFL, the company, for like insurance and stuff. Like, I think you get insurance for the rest of your life and all that stuff. I'm not sure how all that works, but
the
running backs
have to be low if they are only average like 3.5 years.
And do you remember how, like, in the 80s and whatnot, in the 90s, the running backs were drafted so high so often, and nowadays there's so few running backs in the first round, if any.
I mean, well, let's look at this game. That Ashton Genty guy was one of the top running backs in the draft. I don't remember where he was drafted, but pretty high, right?
I think so.
Top 5 or so? And
probably.
He was 17 for 63. I mean, we pretty much bottled him up. And yet our running game, we had McNichols, who's 78 yards. Rodriguez, another 40.
Man. Yep.
Mariota had 40. 26. Like, why set it on one guy anymore if you can just alternate dudes in with fresh legs? I kind of like the running back by committee thing, all just in general, like the whole idea of it.
Don't forget Debo too.
Yeah, Debo had 3 for 18.
Like throwing him in there as well.
And then throw your quarterback in. He got 40.
If I get a Debo jersey, I want it to say Debo on the back. I don't want to say like Sabo, Senior. I want it to just say Debo.
Well, you could get one, but you're going to have to get it custom from DHgate.
Oh, man. DHgate for $24. I'll see you in December. And it'll be like Dobie instead of Debo or something like that.
Or they'll accidentally use the Chiefs colors on the numbers.
Yeah,
DHgate.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we do our games and kicks? Is that what we should do?
We should.
All right. Well, we won the game, so we do the kicks first, right?
Yeah.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
This week's Kicking the Balls Award, as usual, is brought to you by our friends at Ridipoo. For all the doo-doo that you do, there's Ridipoo, now septic safe. Available at Taylor's, Do It, and other fine hardware stores. Ridipoo!
Not you do.
For all the doo-doo that you do. There's Ridipoo. That was a good segue from Johnny Cassidy's comment.
All right, my
fantasy and did poo poo for me, and Ridipoo did doo doo. You do. Excuse me.
My goodness.
A little burp there. I'll go ahead.
All right, man. I really want to. I really want to kick this one dude.
Kick him then.
Well, there's a couple people I really want to kick. But I might, you know what? I'm going to kick our quarterback, Marcus Mariota. You know why? Hold on. Let me show you exactly why.
We are the Commanders.
Whoops! Oh, the ball got knocked out of my hand because it was sticking way out here. Dude, this is your 5th NFL team. This is your 5th NFL team. Why hold the ball out here like this? What are you doing? Shut that ball in. Tuck that ball in. Use 2 hands.
Yeah, that was a bonehead move, but the rest of the game was pretty good from him. Pretty dang good. In fact, he was 15 of 21 for 207, and he had a QBR of 54.9 and an RTG, whatever that is, of 118.6.
Sounds big.
He also had 6 carries for 40, but he also did fumble, and he had a touchdown run.
That was a fumble rooski, man, right there.
Yeah, we should have put up 50 on these jokers. This piddly team, as John calls them. All right.
They are a piddly team.
Well, I'm giving mine to Matt Gay, dude, because we need to freaking get a new kicker. And this dude came in again, missed another one. I don't know what his record is for the season, but it's not great. And he also kicked one out of bounds. So they got it at the 40.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it to him. I'm surprised we haven't brought in anyone in this week because he's bad.
They really think that he's going to be good, but man, I do not know.
Okay, well then don't miss a 37-yard field goal. I've got video of you making a field goal more than 37 yards at the Beach Blitz. It's on episode number 34 and a half or something if you guys want to go back and look. Video supplement where we took extra video with like a freaking flip phone back then. That was literally before smartphones.
Yeah, really.
We've been doing this podcast before smartphones, dude.
We really have. Yeah.
All right, who's giving kicks in here? X Factor is giving him to the coaches for playing Bill Moore. Okay, he probably has him on his fantasy team. Even Jesus Hates Dallas is giving his to Matt Gay. Mark Mosley's only 76 years old. Get him to Atlanta. Okay, anyone else in here? Kenny Ken's not giving one?
I wonder how far Mark Mosley.
Bryce Versus over in the freaking YouTube room. Bryce Versus not giving one? Yeah, he's the one that wanted us to say yellow cake. He put it up on the screen and we didn't get the hint. You know.
Yellow cake.
Yellow cake. Ah.
Yellow
cake. Mark Brunell's yellow cake. Speaking of, Mark Brunell narrated the little intro for Santana Moss getting into the Ring of Fame because he was the quarterback for the Cowboy Killer game. Mark Brunell's yellow cake.
Mark Brunell got paid a lot for that because he lost all his money from playing in the NFL and had to start back up from not from being homeless but from quote unquote scratch. Like he had a bunch of bad investments.
Dude, he just needs to go to these little places where they sign autographs all day on football.
I have a feeling he did that. I have a feeling he's been doing that.
Probably. All right, so anyone else giving kicks? Bryce Versus not giving his kick? Okay, that's fine. So if he's not giving it, then it's time for us to go into this.
Mark Brunell was underrated, by the way.
And now, the coveted and ever-elusive Game Ball Award.
Game Ball Award is brought to you from our friends at Dick's Pitch. Remember, read it at the half. Dick's Pitch. Available at Dick's and other fine sporting goods stores, now available in neon.
Neon yellow cake.
You can get them in yellow. You can get them in neon yellow, neon green, black light activated. Dick's Bitch.
Brought to you by Spencer's Gifts.
Remember, redip at the half.
Are you going first?
For a game ball, I'm going to give mine to Marcus Mariota because he came in and put up 41 points off the bench pretty much. And if you can have a quarterback where you can be like, no, that's cool, and your offense just keeps on humming, then you're in a good spot. So he's getting mine.
Well, I'm going to double that one up because I think Marcus Mariota had a fantastic game because he put up 41 points. Basically, I mean, he was throwing the ball and stuff, but I mean, we kind of look like a running team a little bit, and I'm hoping we keep running the ball more.
Oh,
we'll
heck
see.
Yeah. 200 yards rushing? Heck yeah.
Can you imagine? I mean, I love Taylor Heineke. Can you imagine if he was in this game and he put up 41 points?
Yeah.
In any game, putting up 41 points.
Dude,
so,
get this.
We need to like I don't know if we need to like up his contract or anything, but we need to keep him on this team.
Do you want to know how balanced we were in this game, dude? I just looked at this.
Huh.
We had 201 yards rushing and 207 yards receiving. You can't get much more balanced than that.
Yeah, it's almost 50-50. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's a lot of people like even Jesus Hates Dallas is throwing up a good one who I mentioned at the start of the podcast. Old Man Wagner. 2 sacks. Who else?
Just padding that Hall of Fame resume, man.
Yeah. Who else? Who else has a game ball? No one? Going once? Going twice? Okay. I mean, you got to throw a shout out to Jalen Lane for his kick returns. He's figured it out, dude. 5 punt returns for 127. Okay.
It's not bad.
And then Deebo Samuel, dude, had 2 for 93. That's crazy. Like in our kicking return game, we had 3 kick returns, only 3 for 118 yards.
Man.
We had 5 punt returns for 127 yards. Average 25. Of course, the long was 90 yards from Jalen Lane.
Right.
But if you're having that kind of success, I think they've figured out this whole kicking thing. After the first week where our special teams looked horrible.
Yeah. It kind of looks like it. Like everyone it's almost like they have a pooch. It's almost like you have a pooch kick for it to land in that certain section. The landing zone, which I totally forgot about. You mentioned it when we were watching the game last week. I totally forgot about that. I remember they had it like highlighted on some of the broadcasts and stuff.
Yeah, well, I think the goal now is to dump it in there like this pooch kick and hope that it bounces through the end zone, because then I think they only get it at like the 20. If it lands in the field of play and then goes into the end zone, then they get it further back. But they also have to like cover it and down it. It's a live ball if it hits in the landing zone.
They actually have to cover it, which is pretty interesting.
So you want to try to get it to actually hit the ground in the landing zone and go into the end zone either for a touchback or so your dudes can go jump on it and get a touchdown.
Yeah, really.
So anyway, so X Factor is giving his to Mariota. No one else? All right. Okay, well
I'm Hawaiian, man. Love it.
It should be interesting to see who's actually going to play this week, but I've got a lot better feeling about this game than I did last week, even though you had a good feeling about last week. I did not.
I did have a good feeling about last week.
And when is this game? 1 o'clock?
This game is 1 o'clock on Sunday. I believe it's on CBS.
In Atlanta.
In Atlanta, home of the cheapest concessions in the NFL.
Really?
Yeah, the guy that owns the Falcons also owns Home Depot. And he's always been like, I don't know, kind of cool for a billionaire.
Okay.
Dude, we have to talk about one other thing. We need to talk about the Hall of Fame, the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Apparently, they shortened the list to 128 modern era nominees for the class of 2026, and Brian Mitchell and Lyndon Fletcher are both on that list.
Nice. Okay.
Now we both know that Lyndon Fletcher is basically the linebacker version of Frank Gore. Like, he's just played at a high level for so very long, and I think he should be in the Hall of Fame just because of that. Because if Frank Gore's in, why is this guy not in?
Yep. And Brian Mitchell has something like the most all-purpose yards or something, right?
Yeah, he had the most yards, I think, all time, and then he went behind Jerry Rice, piddly Jerry Rice.
Yeah, Brian Mitchell should be in there, dude. He was like, I don't know, running back, return man.
He could do everything.
Quarterback.
He was a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. He was a tough mother on the field. Little dude, too, man.
Yeah. And if you guys are thinking about Joe Jacoby, I think he has to be nominated by the senior committee at this point. We'll find out more about that as the season goes on, I guess.
He should be in. Anyway.
I'm thinking hopefully the senior committee will get him in there. He really needs to get in there.
Oh, yeah. Dallas does suck, dudes. They got it.
Didn't CeeDee Lamb get hurt, too?
I saw him get hurt, but I'm not sure if he came back in. But, yeah, they suck. The Bears suck, too, by the way. And
Caleb Williams got
Giants suck.
Didn't Caleb Williams get like a offensive player of the week or something this week, though?
I think he did, but he was playing against it's a consolation prize because he didn't get any like rookies of the week last year.
I guess so. Well, this weekend he should have a good weekend because he's playing against the piddly ass Raiders.
Oh yeah, and guess what? You know who else sucks? The Eagles. They almost got beat, and they probably should have. They had that last second
They won
block
on that play. Golly.
Yeah, that sucked.
That's one of those things where the fans of that team, they have that kind of thing to win at the last second. You're just like, we're going to the Super Bowl. It's kind of like us last year. At one point, I think after that Hail Mary, we're like, we're going to the Super Bowl. This could be the whole thing. We'll see. And we almost got there.
Almost. CeeDee Lamb, what actually happened to him? Because I know he was out, but he was like walking around and stuff.
Feelings.
Feeling down for being on the Cowboys. Anyway, all right, let's round this thing out.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to mention?
Man, I hate the Eagles, man.
So do I, dude. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us on the live podcast. Johnny Cassidy, Kenny Ken in Canada, Bryce Versa, X Factor 357, Even Jesus.
My ankle for CD.
Even Jesus Hates Dallas, and who else was in here? I don't know. Sorry if I missed you.
C-Jack.
Yeah, it was a great bounce back game. I'm super worried about all these injuries that are piling up, but we'll have to just wait and see on the Terry and the Jaden thing. I think Jaden's going to play. I don't think Terry's going to play.
But if he doesn't play this weekend and Marcus Mariota is able to go again, I have full faith in him.
Yeah. Against Kurt or Michael Penix Jr.
Piddly ass Falcons.
And I have faith that our defensive line may be actually able to slow down Bijan Robinson.
I think we have a good team. There's just a few teams that are really going to hand it to us.
Yeah.
I think the Falcons will be interesting because it is in Atlanta and everything. Downtown at the Georgia Dome or whatever this place is, the Anheuser-Busch Georgia Dome.
Mercedes-Benz down?
Oh yeah, Mercedes-Benz Georgia Dome.
Looks like a spaceship.
Looks like a really good place. Georgia was a big old dump back in the day. Anyway, I think it'll be okay. We'll see who it's going to be. Keep it. Check out the Discord channel, Harry Hog Football. Come and check it out.
Yep. And I'm recycling the music because we didn't get it in time. But yeah, I think that about rounds it out. We'll talk to you guys later. Hail to the Redskins, and as usual, if you see a Cowboys fan.
Oh man, I don't want to joke him about that high ankle sprain on CeeDee Lamb, but I'm going to joke him anyway. Joke him!